This live stream is presented to you by MaxSpeed TV. All live streaming content that is presented in this telecast is owned by MaxSpeed TV, Rudy Cummings, and the entire crew of MSTV. This may not be rebroadcasted, retransmitted, and retelevised without written consent. Please enjoy today's broadcast. MaxSpeed TV presents to you here tonight for the ACOG iRacing Street Stock Tour, race number 1 at S6 for this 2022 season. Oh my, it has been a long while since we've taken our last checkered flag from last year at Talladega, but we're here, we're back, we're getting ready to go racing here at the Michigan International Speedway, the legacy version for this bumpy 2.0 mile racetrack. Glad you could tune us in here live on tonight's telecast, presented to you by MaxSpeed TV. Well, we'll just go ahead and dive into tonight's broadcast again. I'll be your commentator here for tonight. Ezekiel Reyes up here in the booth. Dylan Basin will be joining us here on the side, and maybe in a moment, but regardless, we're back. We are back, and that is something I've wanted to say for these past 3-4 months of off-season. We're here. We're getting set to go racing here for the Michigan Shootout, presented to you by the ACOG iRacing Street Talk Tour. Oh my goodness. Where do I even start? This entry list looks amazing. I'm getting ready to maybe see a first-time or second-time winner, depending on how this will all go, but we'll see a few more people here into the booth here in just a moment. But regardless, I can't wait to see how this will all turn out. We'll just go ahead and just pull up where everybody is sitting on the charts as of right now. Currently, only 18 people here as of right now, but I mean 18 drivers who have attempted or entered themselves in for tonight's race. So currently Charlie Byer stands on top of the list. Harrison Chandler second, Olsen, Reynolds, Johnson round out the top 5. So a bunch of names we typically don't see toward the front running here inside the top 5, so it should be fun to see on how it'll go. Practice battle, go ahead and end. So we're gonna see ourselves to the side, and before we dive into deeper analytics and such like that, we'll go ahead and present to you tonight's national anthem. Rise up and remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. And we're back here live at the ACOG iRacing Street Stock Tour. If now just tuning us here for tonight, of course, live Max Speed TV with myself, Ezekiel Reyes. Getting set to go green here in just a moment. Qualifying is up and away, so we'll go ahead and pull up our, little graphic info on the left side of this screen and see who is running where as of right now. Of course, qualifying to determine these starting spots and where drivers will be sitting here off of lap number 1. Currently, Bridger Olsen, top of the board right now. Tommy Reynolds, second place. Got Nelson, Galvin actually, third place. Reynolds, Munoz, Nelson, Johnson, Beyer. Your 8 drivers who have logged in a time as of right now. So, see a couple of Charlie Beyer fans on the chat. Hello, Charlie Beyer. Of course, Charlie, well known throughout the ACOG community. Bridger Olsen sits atop the board. Charlie moves to second. So Charlie, nice qualifying effort for him. He moves himself into second spot. There he is. There's Harrison Chandler. Landon Willis, who comes from Germany, I think. That number 21, he's way out of range from Michigan. So glad to see some international people show up here at the racetrack. Eduardo is gonna log himself in 6th. So in total, we have 19 people here as of right now. Henry Tabor has yet to return to the racetrack, so we might have only 18 start. But based off this entry list, I mean, man, with 30 laps on the line, 19 people or 18 now to go ahead and duke it out for this many laps should be fairly fun. Of course, Street Stocks provide fun draft. So Justin Johnson, the 8, he logs himself in 12th spot. Benjamin A. White, I'm not sure if he's taking a time as of right now. Looks like no. There's that 065 of Harrison Chandler. Jeremy Leto out on the racetrack. I don't know since we've seen him, so cool to see him on the racetrack. No, he was one of the older people in ACOG. So, Ethan Harrison. At number 77, and I mean, supposed to be number 77, not the 055, but Harrison is going to take the pole by the looks of it, so congratulations to him and that whole entire crew. And that being said, we'll go ahead and pull up our order here on the bottom side of your screen. Congratulations to Ethan Harrison, logging in a 49-second lap time to pull himself to the pole. Bridger Olsen going to be alongside of him. David Bachman in that number 84 and second, going to be third. Charlie Byer in the number 23 in fourth. Got Harrison Chandler and Landon Willis. We were just talking about him, how he's way out of range. Luis Galvin, Eduardo Munoz Jr. Few people know Eduardo as well. Eric Williams, Tommy Reynolds, Miles Nelson. There's Justin Johnson in that number 8. Benjamin A. White, Christian Visconti, Henry Tabor, who I think is not here. Jeremiah Bethune and Matthew Klein are going to round out the rest of the order. Never mind, one more person is Jeremy Leto in that 086. Not a lot of laps here for tonight, so only 30 laps. That's like 60 miles, and based off of, you know, previous races we've ran, I mean, 30 laps ain't a lot, so should be fun to see on, you know, who takes those street stock machines and pulls it to the front. Virtual weather looking nice, 75 degrees, humidity at 1%, track temperature at 111, wind going west, around 3 miles per hour, currently clear outside. Of course, you haven't been to Michigan International Speedway. This is the older version. The newer version, of course, repaved. Track config blank unless you want to run it backwards. Elevation around 1,000 above sea level. Time of day, noon. So pit road speed 55, and shouldn't be a fuel window. So I think we're set for this one. All right, drivers rolling themselves off. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. It's honestly been a while since I've called a race. So I might be on like a I might be a bit rusty. I don't want to be rusty. That's literally the last thing I want to do. Oh man, I'm excited. I cannot wait. 30 laps to decide our first victor of tonight. And Ethan Harrison. And that 055 is going to lead the field to the green. Again, Dylan Basin will be joining me up in here in the booth here in just a few moments. So we'll just go ahead and wait for him. Get himself ready. But regardless, 30 laps to decide on who will come out victorious here for the first street stock race of 6 to initiate Season 2 of the ACOG Street Stock Tour. Glad you could tune us in here live on MXP TV. As Ethan Harrison, that 055, gonna go ahead and lead this thing to the green flag is out. We're up and away here for season number 2 of the ACOG Street Stock Tour, presented to you by Max Speed TV. Three, 4 wide in the back as everybody looks for real estate. Charlie Byer look down low. He puts the 055 of Harrison to the apron, but Charlie is looking to grab that top spot very early for that 23 to be aggressive. And he's gonna work himself toward the front. Oh, bit of door banking toward the back. There's gonna be trouble already as the start to wreck right up off the corner. Washes into Bachman. Big incident. Car upside down. That's the 084. And he's gonna slide to his stop as multiple drivers pile here on lap number 1. Not the way the that 84 wanted to initiate this this street stock season, but oh my gosh, that yikes. Not the way of course you want that to go. That's oh man. That's really unfortunate, honestly. Take a look at what happened. So 55 slid up the racetrack, really caused that. Oh man, and Bachman goes for a wild ride. A bunch of other cars piling in. Luckily, I mean, these machines, see who. These machines are fairly hard, so, I mean, it's not like, it's not like these people's races are over. But that was a big wreck. We took out a fair amount of people. Take a look at it again. First, we're gonna fast forward to off that third corner. Everybody just bottling up. I mean, Harrison car got loose. You see, it sort of corrected up the racetrack, but you know, Bachman was there. See, I think that's a 99 Tommy. Hit the wall hard and everybody flies in there. Oh my goodness, that's heartbreaking to see all that commotion. The 098. Cal Gomes really took a shot to the door of that 21. So Landon most likely done for. Bachman, I mean, all he did was flip. So that was a hard hit to the right side, and he goes for a wild ride, but I think Bachman will be stout. He heads himself out on the racetrack. The only real only big issue. We've really dropped people. I think we've dropped out Bachman. I mean, Bachman back on the racetrack now. Landon, and that 21 sitting on pit road, as well as the 008. First caution. Of course, re-rack up the field and set them all up again. And we shall see what happens off of this restart this time. Pace car gets itself on in. Hopefully there's no first lap wreck.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Bridger Olsen in the 023 will lead the field to the green. Benjamin A. White, his teammate, right behind him. Charlie Byer in that number 23. Also staying stout with that lead. They're going 4 wide already in the back. One car all the way to the apron. That blue car is going to back out of it. That's the number 8 of Justin Johnson making headway through. Right around the 133 of Miles Nelson. But everybody keeps himself stout. And Benjamin looking under that 0.23 for this race lead. Gonna go 3 wide as Byer goes up high. Benjamin contact there with Olsen, his own teammate. And Charlie Byers gonna take the lead. Or maybe momentarily. I'm not really sure if he could clear down to the bottom. No, he can't. And he stays side by side off the corner. Still a fair amount of cars still left in this lead pack as Byers still left out to dry right on the high side. It's the 08 of, I think, that might actually be the 80. Not the 08, excuse me. That is Christian Visconti making headway through. He gets a bit loose. He washes up the racetrack. Benjamin's also sideways. And they're still 3 wide. None of these drivers really want to work with each other as, speaking of, Benjamin. Talk about drivers not working with each other. Benjamin scooted up to the high side. He wants to grab the lead away from his own teammate. That number 023 of Bridger Olsen. Doing a fair job for right now. Getting themselves nice, so. Looking 4 wide toward the back. 1 car way up the racetrack. Ethan Harrison still very, very sideways off that machine. But up front, though, Benjamin A. White is getting a push from the 23 of Byer. So Charlie looking to grab second away. He's wanting to work with Benjamin, but that bottom looks like it's not really going anywhere. And, man, Olsen really shoved his car. He shoved his car down to the low stride, trying to get under Benjamin. He just sort of slid up on him. So now everybody's starting to move up a lane. And it's Byer now going to be on tack. Push this number 1 to the lead. Looking 3 wide toward the back as well. That Ethan Harrison machine, even though L55, that was that first incident. Oh man, big wiggle off there on the low side. Eric Williams, one of our rookies, has a bit of contact, is gonna boot Bridger Olsen sideways. Gonna go through the middle is that number 80 of Christian Visconti. Visco makes his way through for third. So. Oh, more contact as Ethan Harrison is going to save it. I cannot believe he kept that thing straight. He was dead sideways off the corner, and they're all sorts of scrambling coming into the third turn. Byer's going to make it 3 wide as he blocks out. I mean, that number 1 tried to block out his teammate Olsen. Byer down low, Bridger in the middle, Benjamin up high, and they're looking 3 wide off the corner. Looking for crossovers. That number 1, he's going to boot his teammate out of the way. Now he's going to squeeze it 3 wide right through the middle. Goes Benjamin A. White. He might have let it at the line. He did not. That was Olsen, but man, these people are racing hard. But it's only a sprint. Only 30 laps in this race. It's not like a 40-lap event or anything like that. So these drivers got to make as much headway as they can to get themselves in position to win this race. But you don't want to win it on lap number 10. You want to win it on lap number 30. And Benjamin A. White is driving the wheels off of that machine. And he's keeping himself up there for right now. Doing a nice job of controlling the lines and as well as saving tires to preserve himself that top spot. Unfortunately, he's being hounded by his teammate, and that 053 of Eric Williams gonna work himself down low. Williams, you're a rookie coming in here for tonight. You see that R circle right next to his name, signifying he is one of our rookies out here on the racetrack. He's gonna take it 3 wide, but unfortunately did not grab that lead. You know who did, though? That 023 of Bridger Olsen has pulled himself in front, so he's looking stout. He's looking extra spicy. 2x2 off the corner. Olsen gets a bit sideways. And I think I'll give the advantage to Benjamin as he cuts down low. He's sort of breaking the draft. He might break it a bit too much. A lot of contact there with himself and Byer. Three wide as Olsen gonna try to maneuver himself onto the apron. Lost a lot of momentum. Gonna check up that 053 just momentarily. Not too much. And Justin Johnson out of nowhere. That number 8 is looking to grab this lead. Now they're 3 wide, and Bayer is sort of frustrated, probably. That number 23, Charlie, he's not making a lot of friends out there. And Benjamin just shoved that machine down to the low side, but now they're gonna have a 3 wide scenario right up off the corner. Benjamin tries to pinch down his teammate. It's not gonna work to avail, and here comes the high side. It's gonna be Bayer and Justin who work themselves to the front. Now Bayer is clear of this one, and he's gonna take it to the front. Great move by that number 23 as there's trouble in the background. Around goes, I think, that 55 of Ethan Harrison. We keep ourselves clean. They're 4 wide right up off the corner. Keeping it tight and present with each other, but man, they are racing hard. Ethan Harrison was the one who spun in turn 3, so Byers, he doesn't have a lot of help. That 23 is sort of falling back. He needs Justin Johnson, who's all the way back, looks like in 7th spot for right now. How about some new names working up here? That number 2 of Eduardo Munoz, he's sort of laying in the background for right now, but Byron, that 23, he doesn't have the help he needs to maybe grab this lead as Olsen gets a bit sideways. Benjamin's gonna wash up though, and maybe that triple-digit number. They're 4 wide for second! Oh, and they door bang as they're 4 wide. Byron's gonna squeeze down to the low side as the 80 Visconti sort of backed off of that. He didn't want to be a part of that mess. And down to the low side, Miles Nelson. Haven't talked about him. Oh, the door banging. Byers into the wall. Benjamin up the track. And the 133 on Miles Nelson is going to spin. Caution is out. I think the man who received the most amount of damage might have been the 23. But, man, he got lucky. It seems as though that car, it's fine. All he did was, tag the wall. You see that right side is beaten and battered up. But man, Miles Nelson, I cannot believe nobody hit him as he scooted himself up the racetrack. Many of these drivers gonna go ahead and hit pit road, obviously. Yeah, let's take a look of how this all really unfolded. Well, that 133 really washed up the racetrack right into Benjamin, and you see right there, 80 Visconti. Man, they're holding it nice. I thought they would keep it straight, but it looks like Miles Nelson really washed up the racetrack. Benjamin had no choice but to put that 23 into the outside barrier. Byer's gonna have to do a lot of repair on that machine to, get it fine, but this caution will help him, obviously. These guys are having a lot of fun out there, just sort of going all sorts of places. Seems as though the 84 Bachmann, even though he flipped over, that 84 is gonna be able to get himself on the lead lap. So how about that for David Bachmann? Lots of drivers gonna take the opportunity to hit pit road. So 2 drivers actually stayed themselves out in the racetrack. Make that 4, actually. Bridger Olsen, Eduardo Munoz Jr., Benjamin A. White, Eric Williams. Oh, no, not Eric Williams. Ethan Harrison. The drivers to stay out on the racetrack. So, that 133 miles, he's going to start toward the back because he caused the incident. Charlie Bayer is still on pit road. He's just repairing that right side. Trying to, get it as clean as it can. But luckily for him, I don't think he had too much damage. So, I think he'll just be okay. Oh, and there went the motor on the number, the Landon Willis machine. That's unfortunate. Ah, Charlie, Charlie, looks like that right side damage really killed him. So, he's not going to be able to continue. Good DNF. Most likely for Charlie Bayer. Trying to get that machine repaired and such, but unfortunately, seems as though Charlie Bayer is, his right side's too damaged. We'll see if he gets himself back in the racetrack. Pace car's in. 6 minutes
Green.
of required for Charlie Bayer, so... Green flag's out. Big restart moment here for Benjamin A. White and Bridger Olsen. These are the two drivers, actually three, who all stayed themselves out. So, all these drivers right behind, they're on fresher tires, so... Ethan Harrison, that 055, who actually spun from that from that latest green flag run. He's on pretty scuffed tires, and those two up front are not... Oh my goodness, what a block there by Benjamin. As he tries to fend off Ethan Harrison. How about the 8 of Justin Johnson? He's on the outside. Oh my goodness. What if Justin Johnson does win this race? But he's sideways though. Cold tires on that machine, but gonna hinder him for the moment. Bayer's sort of waiting. As near a door bang there between Bridger Olsen, Benjamin A. White. Justin pulls out. He's gonna make it 3. Oh crap. What a move by Visconti! He slotted himself down under. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, Bridger is keeping Benjamin very, very tight. He's keeping him honest. And up the racetrack goes Benjamin. Here comes Justin, though. Oh, crap. What shall we see here? Benjamin sort of mirror driving right now. 3 wide in the background between the blue cars. That's the 133 Miles Nelson right through the middle. And speaking of through the middle, Visconti was looking to squeeze his nose there. No room. One of Benjamin's doing a great job as Justin gets loose. They all shuffle down the back straightaway. Olsen works with Benjamin as the 80 of Visconti has worked himself out of nowhere. He's suddenly up here. Benjamin gonna run the second lane. Ooh. The 80? Oh man, they're closer. They're in line. What a move by the 80. Oh my goodness gracious. Visconti to the lead. He took that 80 all the way downstairs, and he elevator dropped it down to the apron to grab that lead. Just momentarily, though. It's not like he's clear just yet. Benjamin in the 1 is the one left to dry. He's get doored by the 8. of Justin Johnson. Now they're 3 wide. Make it 4 as the 8 and 1 tore each other. The 8, he's going to back off of it. Now the 8's stuck in the middle. It's Harrison up on the high side with Benjamin. Oh, crap. This is not looking good in the 3. Oh, my goodness. These people are littered all over each other. Benjamin gets shot up the racetrack. Justin Johnson, the 2nd spot. Now they're touring for 1st. Harrison gets his nose cut off. Oh, he got sucked right into the outside wall. Caution's out.
Caution is out.
Harrison, was looking to maybe swing it. Didn't work. And now he's in a bit of a mess. Now he's second wreck he's been involved in. Good break for, I think, Charlie Byer, who maybe he could work himself on the racetrack, but you know, he's 5 laps down, unfortunately, but sucks for Harrison. We'll have to see what happened, though. Man, Benjamin did a great job of keeping that thing straight. I don't know how he didn't spin out, but I mean, Benjamin was looking to slot himself back in line as well. So I'd call that like a bit of a racing incident, as, you know, Ethan worked himself up, trying to get above that 8, and Benjamin was looking to slot himself in line. They just sort of combined there, so. Power toward the back in a pit road. Wave around to Harrison Chandler, who's 9 laps down. Under caution with 10 laps to go. Oh man. Oh man. All right. Yeah, so it's gonna have 7 laps remaining when we take the green. So it's Visconti, White, Williams, Nelson, Munoz. Top 5. Benjamin and Eduardo are on the oldest tires on the racetrack, so Benjamin sort of in a bad spot right now. Here we go, though. Whatever happens, happens. I think it all wad them up, and, you know, somebody's gonna come out a winner. I hope it's you know, I hope they don't wreck. I hate seeing wrecks. As much as we like wrecks, I hate seeing them. Pace cars in. Field in the hands of the 80 of Visconti. And... Ding, ding, ding.
Green, green, green.
Benjamin got a nice jump on that outside line. He slotted himself right into second spot, so Visconti's going to have to do a lot of air driving to keep that one behind him, and I think that one's going to have the help that he needs. But man, he did not really launch. I don't think he shifted gears right. Visco is sort of a sitting duck now. He's waiting to get ran over. And we'll see on the back what kind of blocks are going to be pulled by the 80. Visco down low. Benjamin got a good enough run as the 053. Williams gave a shot to the 80. They head into 3, though. Benjamin again on older tires. Oh my goodness, big wash up by Miles Nelson. He washes up the racetrack. Looking 4 wide again in the back. And here comes Eduardo Munoz Jr. Oh my goodness gracious. What if Eduardo wins this race? This would be a freaking miracle. He's gonna take it 3! 3 wide for the lead. Eduardo Munoz Jr. is gonna go to the front. As there's a car in the apron, he has to watch him. Big wreck in the back.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Well, that's Lewis Galvin. And, yeah, number 7 looks destroyed. Ooh. What's up? Okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay, and I'm broadcasting.
Will you take Teddy off your
broadcasting. My sister walked in, of course. Classic. Not really sure. I mean, I'll take a look at the replay again. Ooh, lots of contact down low and shot up into the outside wall. Hole 98 at Cal. Cowley. He had a huge run coming in the 1. And he bodied himself right into that spot. Took out 3 cars in the process, though. Alright, so it's 3 laps. Dude, if Eduardo Munoz Jr. does win this race, I will freak out. That will be one of the greatest wins ever, if it does happen. Okay. One lap to go. Non-regulation green light checkered. So, all right. So the current order right now, we got Visconti, White, Eduardo, Williams, Olsen, Nelson. I mean, can't ask for a better day like that. This has been amazing. If Eduardo wins this race, this will be the greatest win in ACOG history. He's never won before, I don't think. So, Eduardo, looking for his first win. Here we go. Oh boy. Pace cars in. All on Visco. To nail that throttle down and time it shifts right. And Benjamin looks like he got a better restart than Visconti that time. But now the one has a huge shot. He's going to slide in the line. So Eduardo's going to have to settle for third. He's fighting with the car on the outside. I think that's Eric Williams. And man, Eduardo gave that one a shot. Oh, that top two is sort of a sitting duck now. What kind of run is Eduardo going to have? On these top two, Eduardo gets shot sideways. He's on the apron, though. He slides up the racetrack. Oh, goodness gracious. They're 3 wide in the back. Eduardo is falling back big time. These top two are by themselves, but they're side by side. And it's the old 53. He's going to get into the mix. They're looking 3. They're door banging. Oh, this might be that. Oh, my gosh. They are 4 wide for second. This is Benjamin's race. Oh, we got bump and run. Oh, my gosh. Alston gets to the backside of Benjamin. Here they go, though. This is white flag, 2 miles left. Oh my goodness. Who will it come down to? 11 cars on the lead lap. One of these drivers are going to come out a winner. Benjamin A. White, though, is making nice progress on the inside, but now they're... Oh, he's sideways. And they look down low. They're wrecking back there. And Olsen looks down low. Eduardo gets clipped in that mix. They're 3 wide for the lead. It's Visconti on the inside. And there's contact. Oh, no. Benjamin saves it. How did he keep it straight? Now here comes Visconti. Visconti down low. Olsen up high. Contact is made. Here comes the 8. Side by side. Justin Johnson down low. And Justin Johnson's gonna win. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What have we just witnessed? Justin Johnson is an ACOG Series winner. Oh my gosh! What? What in the world have I wished with? I don't even know what's with this. We need to take a scroll through that final lap. Justin Johnson is an ACOG winner. Are you kidding me? He was just about 7th or 8th off that white flag. They all start to slide up. Justin, you know, he sees this in the mix. He's like, I don't even know where to go, but I'm just going to follow whoever goes where. And they start to wreck. They washed up on the high side, and Justin narrowly avoids that spinning car. I'm not really sure who it was. That might have been Leto. And they all start to bottle up here. Benjamin, amazing save, and Justin just sweeps down to the bottom, passes the 4-wide pass for third, and they start to bottle up here as Olsen gets doored in by the 80, and he opens up the door for the 8 of Johnson. Visconti can't really do anything about that. All he could do is just hope for the momentum to stride forward, and Justin Johnson is victorious. Are you kidding me? Full results going to be shown on your screen. Justin Johnson got Christian Visconti, Cal Gomes, Benjamin A. White, Bridger Olsen. Round out your top 5. Got Bachman, after being a lap down, by the way. Miles Nelson, Jeremy Leto, Eduardo Munoz Jr., Eric Williams round out the top 10. Harrison, Byer, Bethune, Galvin, Chandler. Round out the top 15. You got Reynolds, Klein, Willis, Tabor rounding out the rest of the order. We'll be right back right after this. More to come from the ACOG Street Stock Tour. And Justin Johnson's going to burn himself down this front straightaway. We'll interview the top 3. We'll be right back right after this message. And we're back here live for the ACOG Street Stock Tour here live at Michigan International Speedway. Oh my goodness. What a race. What a race we just witnessed. I have no words. I honestly, I don't even know what I just witnessed. Justin Johnson is an ACOG Series winner. That is words I would never thought have slipped in my mouth until today for that number 8 of Justin Johnson to work himself from 7th on that white flag out of nowhere. Pull himself a victory here tonight. Improbable. Through the amount of laps that Bridger Olsen and Benjamin A. White have led, Justin Johnson was literally might have been the last person I would have expected to win this event. I didn't really talk about him, but Justin Johnson, into the booth you go. Justin, it's time. You're an ACOG Series winner. Congratulations. You came from 7th on the white flag to win this. Walk me through it.
Well, coming to the white flag, I was like, oh, I may have a chance to get top 5 here. So when they started wrecking on the backstretch, I kind of just hit the brakes just a little bit, so I didn't get clipped or anything. And everything else just played out, and I ended up winning, so.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, everybody just washed up. You had to hold down to the inside and made way through for under Visconti and Cal Gomes and everybody else, honestly, through Benjamin A. White, through David Bachman, through Christian Visconti, through Bridger Olsen, and you only led 2 laps here tonight. That's all I needed to come out victorious here at Michigan. What a victory, Justin. Oh my goodness. How, I mean, of course, you were sitting 7th on that white flag. What was going through your mind? Of course, when you when he had a hole down there to the inside.
And when I saw the hole open up going into 3, I was like, oh, Dog, if Dog saves it, I might have a chance here. And he did, and then Visconti and I forgot who else it was, but they got together, and it just opened up right for me. Honestly, I thought Visconti was actually going to come down on me, but thankfully he didn't, so.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Justin Johnson victorious here for the first race of the season for the Season 2 Street Stock Tour. Oh my goodness, man. What a victory for that number 8 machine. Before we let you go, any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
Nope. No, just me. That's all.
Alright, 10 for Justin Johnson rounds himself out in victory lane. We'll go ahead and see you covering next race, man.
Alright, thank you.
We're dragging at least one more person into the booth. Benjamin A. White in that number 1 machine led 9 laps, which honestly not might seem a lot, but I mean there was only a 30-lap race, so you led a third, just about under a third of tonight's race. But man, it all went south once that white flag was held up in the air, and you went from first all the way to 4th. So talk me through it.
Well, I mean the race was just I don't know. I don't like these chaos races. I like races where the actual skill comes into play, but I mean, kind of fun. I would have rather just been on the more smooth surface of Michigan, the current one that we have on iRacing. But I mean, I'll take 4th after everything I went through. I didn't change tires once. I had probably was going to be at least 30 seconds or more damage. I shouldn't even been up there to begin with after getting involved in like 4 wrecks. So the fact I was even up there to begin with is kind of shocking, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else I really could have done with a damaged car and old ass tires, trying to hold everybody off. I mean, I was just throwing as many blocks as I could, but I mean, you can't block everybody when they're 3-4 wide, having all big runs on your damaged car. So, I mean, I thought I would have a good position being in the middle of 3 wide. That's usually where you'd want to be in that situation. But then I got doored by my own teammates, so I really don't know what that was all about. But I'll go yell at him in a second here before we start this truck race. So, yeah, we'll hopefully have a better run, better finish in 4th in a few hours here. But, I mean, we'll see.
All right, it's about 10-4. Benjamin A. White in the number 1 machine rounds himself out in 4th spot. But before I let you go, any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Nexus Esports and thank Splash and Go Designs. They made me a wonderful scheme. Another one's in the works right now, so you'll be seeing it on the track. Not tonight, but the next truck race, you'll see it. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right,
and I also like to thank my teammate for costing me the race. It was excellent driving.
All right, about 10-4. Benjamin A. White in that number 1 machine rounds himself out in 4th spot. We'll go ahead and see you coming next race, man.
Thank you.
Benjamin obviously upset by his own teammate. That was Bridger Olsen he was mentioning, by the way, in that 023. But, you know, things just don't go the way sometimes they do on the white flag. So we'll go ahead and scoot ourselves to the side, and we'll see you at 9 p.m. More to come. Not just for this race, but, you know, you can go ahead and tune into the next live stream on the MaxSpeed TV broadcast by just clicking on our YouTube channel and hitting that subscribe button to go ahead and get notifications. To get yourself better notifications about the next upcoming races, especially for ACOG, because ACOG is obviously super fun to broadcast. Of course, with this race being the first of 2, we'll go ahead and see you coming to Daytona later tonight.